Hello everyone, Jason Warren for DT Met, and we do have a bit of a storm today across parts of the Central Plains, with some snow being reported across parts of Colorado and western Nebraska. But this system is going to weaken as it heads off toward the northeast, and snowfall amounts will lessen as it heads northeastward through parts of Iowa, South Dakota, and into Minnesota. So today's video we're going to focus on the potential severe weather threat across parts of the lower Mississippi Valley, as well as the potential for another big storm coming into the western U.S. later this week and into the weekend that could produce another round of very heavy precipitation for parts of California and the mountains of the west. Model simulation across the lower Mississippi Valley region for this afternoon tonight shows that we'll have showers and thunderstorms rapidly develop this afternoon from eastern Texas across northern Louisiana and into Arkansas. There could be some very heavy rainfall with these storms, as well as a few severe thunderstorms, especially from eastern Texas into northern Louisiana, and some of these storms could produce damaging winds and large hail. The Storm Prediction Center has outlooked the area for a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms from eastern Texas into western Louisiana, and then up into southern Arkansas for this afternoon into tonight. There is also the potential for flash flooding and excessive rainfall from eastern Texas and western Louisiana northeastward across much of central and eastern Arkansas for later today and tonight. As we head into the day tomorrow, the severe weather and heavy rain threat will spread eastward along the Gulf Coast, across southeastern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and into southern Alabama and far western Florida during the day. And there could be a band of very heavy showers and storms tomorrow morning across parts of southeastern Louisiana and southern Mississippi. And these storms could progress eastward, impacting far southern Mississippi and far southern Alabama and far western parts of the Florida Panhandle during the early to mid-afternoon hours. Damaging winds will likely be the primary threat with these storms as they progress eastward during the day, although heavy rain will become a threat as well as deep Gulf moisture spreads northward across the region. The Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk for severe storms across southeastern Louisiana and far southern Mississippi and Alabama for tomorrow, and this includes the potential for damaging winds and possibly some hail. The threat for flash flooding and excessive rainfall will also spread eastward, extending all the way into central portions of Alabama, possibly even to western Georgia by tomorrow afternoon. The other big story over the next couple of days is going to be all the precipitation out west, as this plume of moisture extending all the way out to the central Pacific continues to stream into parts of California and the Pacific Northwest. Heavy valley rains and high mountain snows are expected to continue to impact parts of California and the Pacific Northwest during the next couple of days as a series of storm systems move onshore. During the next couple of days, there's going to be several waves of moisture that move onshore, producing periods of heavy rain and snow, depending on elevation. But as we head into this weekend, especially late Friday and into Saturday, there's going to be a stronger system that moves into portions of northern California. And this system is going to bring in some milder air, which will raise the snow levels up to about 8,000 feet, but it's also going to bring in some very deep moisture. So those higher elevations are going to see some very heavy snowfall, probably see multiple feet of snow through the upcoming weekend, while the valley locations are going to see several inches of rainfall from this system as it moves in. Here's the 72-hour snowfall forecast, which will take us until 8 a.m. Sunday morning. And it shows we have some heavy accumulations expected here across northeastern California into northern Nevada, where locations could see in excess of a foot of snow. But then we have this maximum of snow across the Sierra Nevada mountains, where some of these higher elevations above 8,000 feet will likely see several feet of snow through the upcoming weekend. The pattern as we head into January continues to show signals of being mild in the eastern U.S. and especially in the northeast, with cooler than average temperatures expected in the west, or at least near average, as we'll have continued storminess coming in off the Pacific, bringing rounds of precipitation and cooler temperatures. In fact, most of the country for the next 6 to 10 days appears as if it will be above average for precipitation, with just a few exceptions in the southern plains and the far northern Rockies. The greatest anomalies for precipitation are expected to continue to be across parts of the far west and California, extending into the Intermountain West.